Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I'm going to show you what, in my opinion, what I think are my top 10 palettes of 2023. And let me see here. I think they were all, I think they all came out in 2023. Yeah, I tried to keep it to that. So, not just palettes that I discovered in 2023. I will be doing makeup, non-palette makeup that I discovered in 2023. Sometime this week. And that will be, it's probably not going to be new makeup. I mean, some of it will be new makeup to the market, but some of it will be makeup that I just happened to discover. Like, the makeup may have come out like 10 years ago or so, but I just happened to come upon it this year. But these are all palettes that did come out this year. So if you are interested in seeing what palettes I think are the best palettes of 2023, then hang tight because we're getting right into it. Okay, and yes, we're going to be doing some swatches, so I better get my swatching arm out. And yeah, okay, I am off work. I've got a lot of pent-up energy inside of me because I don't move around a lot at work. So I think that's what the problem is. I just get all this energy in me. So, in any case, let us start out with what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I did my makeup this morning. I thought I'm going to use one of these palettes. Now, these are not in any kind of an order at all. I don't think I could rank these if I tried. Just picking out 10 palettes was hard enough. You know, I started this at the... I know you're like, get on with it. But I started this at the beginning of the year where every time I bought a palette, I would put it on the list, even if it was an old palette. I mean, like a palette that didn't come out in 2023. I put it on a list. And so I have a list of all the palettes that I bought in this year. And then I whittled it down to all the ones I really liked. And then I was like, there was still like 25 palettes. And I'm like, I don't want to do 25 to 30 of the best palettes of 2023. So I whittled it down even further to the 10 best palettes. So these are those palettes. Okay. Because I want to do swatches and stuff like that. And I don't want this to be an hour long. Although I'm talking so much, it's probably going to be an hour long anyway. So, but if it is, you clicked on it, you know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, what's on my eyes today? I've already strayed from that. Okay, probably my favorite neutral nude palette of the year. Of course, we've got Natasha Denona in here. This is the I Need a Nude palette. And this is what she looks like. It kind of came down to this and the... there were a lot of good nude palettes this year. There was also the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes, but there wasn't any like dark shades in that one. Like this one has a dark shade. This one has nice light shades, has nice mid-tone shades, has a good deep shade in it, has lots of nice sparkly shades. Oh my gosh, has an inner corner highlight shade, has dark shimmers, has light shimmers. It has everything. Those are all the things that I asked for in a palette. So, what am I wearing today? I got this shade here, I think, yeah, it's just called Fair. Okay. I've got this shade here called Tender right here. Or maybe it's this color right here. And there's this color here called Stone. And then, of course, this one called Silhouette here. I do wish it had another dark matte. And then I've got this shade Travertine right here. And then I used this one right here, the Sheen. Let me swatch that one. Let's see if it comes across. Yeah. I really like that shade a lot. And then in the corner, I have this Mia shade. This Mia, look at that. Isn't that one right there? Isn't that one pretty? Makes a really good inner corner highlight right there. Oh, these shades are beautiful. And this Muse color. I have to keep myself from using this one every time. That one right there. These are nice. I would guess you would say cool tone colors. Neutral to cool toned. I would say they're definitely not. I don't think you would call them warm tones at all. But this palette, oh my gosh, definitely my favorite. Definitely my favorite neutral palette that I own in my collection. Hands down. I mean, I've got my Stone Cold Fox, which has more variety in it. And that's definitely a cool toned palette. But this one, you can't beat these. You can't beat these shimmers. Oh, okay. What am I going to choose next? I have a couple of color pops in here. You want to see one of my color pops? The one that I love the most this year is well, there's two. I have two color pops. And one of them is this Petals on Point. I got this at the very beginning of the year. This makes such a nice wearable soft pink look. Oh my gosh. The pinks and the grays go together so well. I thought pinks and browns do good together, but the pinks and the grays are where it's at. I tell you, and the silvers. Oh, it's just such a pretty pink color there. And it does take some building up of these shades, but look at that pink and that gray. Oh, and add this silver, this grayish silver to your inner corner. Beautiful. And this color looks like it came from the same palette as yeah, almost, but not quite. I was going to say as the Natasha Denona palette, but not so much. But yeah, I've got another pink palette in here too. I just really like pink. But this makes a really good everyday wearable look. I think they still have this on their website. I think I wouldn't see why not. It was a very popular one for them to come out with. This and the Sage of the Day. The Sage of the Day was nice, but I would say this one is more wearable than the Sage of the Day one. Although I did really like Sage of the Day. It was definitely one of my favorites of this year, but I wouldn't put it in my top 10. But then we have that one. And then the second ColourPop one I have. Oh my gosh, this is so dirty. Okay, let's try again. Okay, the second ColourPop one I have, this was a gift from Miss Gloria, from Gloria Makeup and More with Gloria P. And this is this palette, the Smoking Hot palette. Oh, I also love oranges and reds. It's very smoky, fiery looks that I can make with this palette. And I got some browns in there as well. I don't know what to swatch first. Okay. Of course, I go for this matte with sparkles in it. I don't know why I always pick those. Is it? You can see the sparkles in that matte. Probably not on camera, but... And this shimmer right here. Oh my gosh. That is a beautiful shimmer. Why didn't I pull this one for Shop My Stash? Then I got that right there. Oh, that one is pretty too. It looks kind of the same. This one is more of a duochrome. Though they are both kind of duochromes. And they look kind of the same looking at them in the camera. Maybe they look different. Maybe I'll have to see in editing. But they probably look kind of the same on the eyes. Maybe. I don't know. But... then we have this matte here. What are the names here? I've got Extra Spicy. We have got what was this one called? This one is called Inferno. This one is called Like Lava, and this one is called Hot in Here. Hot in Here. Okay, let's swatch this kind of orangey shimmer too. Oh, yes, that one is called Fire Sign. Fire Sign. Oh, that's so pretty. And let's swatch a lighter matte. That one. Oh, I want to use this so bad. That's called Peach Margarita. I should wear this one tomorrow. But no, I already have one that I already have my looks planned out for the next couple of days. Am I weird? Okay, we gotta swatch this one right here. This one is called Burning Up. Okay, that's a glitter. I didn't know that they put a glitter in this one. Oh, and that's a chunky glitter too. Where did that come from? Okay, so that is the Smokin' Hot palette from ColourPop. Okay, let's do some purple palettes. The first purple palette I have here is the Gothic palette by Cosmic Brushes, which I think they're called Cosmic Beauty now, if I'm correct. I also, besides pink, I also love purple. And this is a purple lover's dream right here. And I have another palette by Cosmic Beauty, and it is called the Serenity palette, but I like this one better. The Serenity palette does have a lot more colors in it, but they're a little bit more on the pastel side. They're nice and deep colors. Let's swatch. Here's Nocturnal. This one is kind of a duochrome right here. I really love this purple and black duochrome. Then we have Chosen. This one looks like a multi-chrome. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That one is beautiful. Love that one. And then we have Pale Moon. Of course I'm going for all the shimmers. Oh, I want to use this palette too. Maybe I should do the week during Christmas and New Year's, do all my favorite palettes of 2023. Okay, let's swatch the most purpley purple in here, called Altar. Altar, yeah. And there's that one. There's a black with purple sparkles in here too. That's really neat. And one more shimmer. Let's get this powerful. Although, if I remember right, this powerful isn't all that powerful. Oh, it is. It is very purple. And it is, yeah. What shade is it? Let's get this Obscure. This Obscure is very, very lightly pressed. Oh, I remember. Oh, maybe I must be thinking of another palette. All of these shimmers I have swatched, and they all look beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Yes, there was a reason I picked this one, Jennifer. But that Obscure is very lightly pressed. Okay. Okay, I might have lied a little bit. I don't know when this palette came out. This might not have come out in 2023. This is the Amunet Light palette from Adept Cosmetics. And this is what it looks like. There are some purples in here as well. And let's see. This one has a color just like the Cosmic Beauty one does. This black purple one right there. This one has this Hawthorne color like that. Beautiful. Circuit. The first color was called Anubis. And then this one, oh my gosh. You can tell I have a type for sure. And then there's this kind of green one here called Nephthys. These are all Egyptian names. Oh my gosh. Look at those beautiful colors. This one was really expensive, but I managed to get it for like $30 on a sale. But, I mean, like I said, I don't know when this one came out, so it might not have been 2023. But the packaging on this is A+. It's like leather bound. And the way it came packaged in like some, not really styrofoam, but really cushy kind of stuff. I mean, their packaging is 10 out of 10, I tell you. Okay, so definitely up there. I mean, it's very similar to the Gothic palette, but I don't know. I just can't not put it in my top 10. I mean, you kidding me? Okay, and a palette that is very new to my collection is the Wicked Widow Resurrection palette. I had to put a rainbow palette in here, and this is a very, very hot brand right now, this Wicked Widow, and they just put this out, and I made some really amazing looks with this rainbow palette, which sometimes when I get a rainbow palette in my hands, I don't really know what to do with it. But this one was very, very easy to use. So, especially these green and yellow shades here. And with every color, there is a shimmer with it. For every matte, there is a shimmer. But take a look at this halo color. Take a look at this. It's like a green, shifty, white, green, shifty look. Oh, and there are so many purples in here. Even, let's see, what's this Revenant color here? That's kind of a grayish color, but it's so beautiful. And even the blues are kind of on the purple side. Such beautiful blues. Let's swatch these purples. Yes, I know. You've seen lots of purples already. Okay, there are some purples there. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? You want to see an orange? Oh, yeah, you want to see that orange, don't you? Look at that. Oh. And it has a matte white and a matte black. I love that in palettes when they have both of those colors. Oh. Well, there was one green. There's another green in here, too. Look at that. This palette is so beautiful. Oh. I cannot wait to see what this brand, this Wicked Widow brand, puts out next. Absolutely. Okay, we still have 4 palettes left. Let's dive back into some neutrals with the Nomad palette, the Okavango palette. I'm surprised there's really only one Nomad palette in this countdown because there were lots of good Nomad palettes out this year, but really only one that I would really say stood out. Let's see, there was the Royal Europe palette, which was good, but I wouldn't wear that one like all that often because all the colors are really dark in it. There was the Romeo and Juliet, the Love and Death one, which was okay. It made some really pretty looks, but it took a lot of work to get those looks to look really good. And then there was this one, and then there was the Ghost Town one, which I don't know, it was okay, a little dusty, I think, a little dusty. And I haven't bought their newest one, which is that Travel Series one, even though I think it's on sale right now if you're interested in it. And then let's see, what else? They put out a lot this year. What else did they put out? Well, that's all I can really think of right now, but my favorite of all of them was this Okavango Safari one. Very pretty, very neutral, but it does have some colors in it for some fun, some green colors for your entertainment, for your enjoyment. And yeah, and there is this green shimmer here. They went back, thankfully, to their good S-tier formula for their shimmers as to where they are not so hard pressed. They are kind of firmly pressed, but they do pick up on a brush, which in my world, if you can pick up on a brush, then you are all right with me, because I don't like using my finger all that much unless, I mean, I'll do it sometimes, but on occasion, but I really prefer it if I can pick up a shimmer on a wet brush, and this absolutely will. So those are some of the shimmers. Let's swatch. Yes, these mattes are where it's at for sure. And these are some of the mattes. They're very silky smooth. And they do, what was it? I've been ranking my Nomad palettes, and so far, out of the ones that I have been going through and trying again, this is number 1 so far. And I haven't gone through all of them, no. But right now, this is ranking number 1. Is it? No, I think it's ranking number 2. Number 2, I won't tell you what number 1 is, but it is ranking really high up there. So that is the Nomad Okavango Safari palette. Number 1 came out last year though. Okay, and then my favorite palette that I got in a subscription box is this Gourmand Girls Warriors Wear Pink. I think there was a Gourmand Girls in last year's favorite eyeshadow palettes, and this is what this one looks like. Got some reds, pinks, and purples in it. And this one came out in October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I think, right? I think it did, yeah. And I think it came in the ice cream beauty box. And I made the most amazing look with this, especially with this shade right here. What's it called? Dreams? Oh, yes. That color is amazing. And then there's this color here called Cielo. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. And there's not a lot of shimmers in here. There's only 3 shimmers. Then there is Familia, which I do like a matte heavy palette. So you got those 3 shimmers right there. You've got, well, wait, this white one right here, I think is like a holographic one. Oh my gosh, I've got so much glitter and stuff on, yeah, on my hand and my arm. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I absolutely loved the look I made with this. Let's get a pink up in here. Let's get us a hot pink up in here. I have no words. Now this isn't your everyday work palette or anything like that. But if you want to make a look, you turn to this palette, and it has a black in it. I like that. And it has kind of a, it's light. It's like a pink, a light pink. Then there's kind of a cream color in here too. So that's good. And yeah, it's just a really, really pretty palette. And, you know, when I saw it, and it's probably what you're thinking now, it's like, I would not know what to do if I had that palette in my hands. You know, I thought the same thing too when I opened this palette. I thought, what am I going to do with this palette? But as soon as I started playing with it and mixing the colors around and putting them on my eyes, I made the most fabulous look I've made this whole year. So, I mean, if you got this palette in your ice cream beauty box and you haven't tried it, pull it out and try it. You will be surprised. You will surprise yourself. I guarantee it. You will be. Okay. Okay, and there's a lot of indie brands in this top 10. Okay, the next palette is from Unearthly Cosmetics. It was their Halloween, I think, palette. It is called Devour. And yeah, I do apologize because when I first reviewed it, I wasn't that impressed with it, okay? But as I've used it a few times, I really have come to enjoy this palette. So I take back whatever negative things I might have said in my review, and I do think it's worth the money. So that was just a first impression, okay? So let's swatch some of these colors. We have Demolish, which is another, I think, black purple. Yes, I told you I've got a type. Another black purple shade. We have this Snack color right here, which is like that, which is the purple. Got a purple shift. Oh, God. But I really love this color right here. Trap. Is that the one I like? Maybe, no, it's Bite. This one right here. It's like, kind of like that Halo color in the Resurrection palette, isn't it? Yes, I do like these kinds of colors. I'm not afraid to admit it, but we've got this green shimmer here. Oh, Instinct. Look at this, and Bite together. Those go together hand in hand. I tell you what. Then we've got Gruesome. I love these names. Gruesome right there. Okay, let's swatch these green mattes. These mattes are wonderful. You know, I'm glad I'm giving Unearthly Cosmetics another shot because I think they have reformulated, because I had a couple of their palettes that I just really wasn't impressed with in the past. And they're not normal palette, and I have their So Strange palette. And I really don't care for those palettes too much, although I'm not decluttering them. All right, one more palette left. Okay, and this is probably one of the first palettes I bought last year. So it's probably technically was a 2022 release. But I bought the Lethal Cosmetics Metamorphosis palette. Yeah, I actually think this was like came out in 2022 at some point, because when I bought it, it wasn't new to the market. But so I did acquire it though in 2023. And this is what it looks like. Now, this is the last palette, but this isn't my favorite palette of the year. These were all equally my favorite palettes of 2023. But this one, oh my gosh. I don't usually like red and greens together, but this is one of those exception palettes. Let us swatch. Oh, Lethal, you have some of the creamiest shimmers around. Look at that. Is that a multi-chrome or a dual chrome? I don't know, but it's so pretty. I think it's a dual chrome. They don't have the prettiest multi-dual chromes around. I mean, they're pretty, but they're not the prettiest. But they are nice. Also, Lethal, you don't put shade names. You have shade names. You've given them shade names, but you don't put them on the palette. So, like, you put them on the box. You don't put them on here, but you put them on the box. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know. Because sometimes I don't keep these. But sometimes I do. I don't know. Okay, what am I wearing? Okay, this color right here is called Mantis. This color right here is called Solitary. And this color right here is called Orchard. Okay. I don't know, that's a little better than having to look behind the palette. That color right there is Queen. I like that, Queen. But you just got to make sure you don't throw away that, ooh, that box. That color. It's been a while since I pulled this palette, since I swatched this palette. I just remember how much I liked it. That's called Ethology. Ethology. Okay. One more shimmer. Oh, yeah. That one is called Volant. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on the names. OMG. Look at these shimmers. And then there is like an orange, a peach, a red, this grungy goodness of a green. You know I love my grungy greens. Oh. And then, wouldn't you like to wear that with this, or this wine-colored red here? That's what I like, a grungy Christmas look. I don't want like bright reds and greens. I want like grungy reds and greens together. I like bright pinks and greens, but not bright reds and greens together. So I like red and oranges together. It's all about your taste. Okay, what are these colors? I just swatched them and didn't tell you. This one is Hexapod. These names are killing me. And this one is Symmetry. And this one is Monarch. Okay. Alright, then those are my top 10 palettes of 2023. I lied to you. They didn't all come out in 2023, but I did acquire them in 2023, and yeah. So what do you think of those palettes? Do you own any of those palettes? Do you like any of those palettes? Are you interested in getting any of those palettes? Do you not like any of those palettes? Let me know everything down below in the comments. Let me know how your day is going. Let me know how your family's doing. Are they in from out of town? Are y'all doing stuff? Are y'all having a good time? Let me know everything. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. Whether you are a subscriber, whether you're a casual viewer, whether you are, this is your very first time watching one of my videos. Did somebody share this video to you and that's how you're seeing me for the first time? Go thank them, because guess what? I would love for you to become a subscriber. Hit that notification bell. Set it to all so that you're notified every time that I upload a new video. So I hope y'all are all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing day today. And if you're having an especially hard time, know that I'm thinking about you. I'm sending you all of those good vibes. Just remember to stay strong, stay healthy, and stay safe out there. And I will see you in another video soon. Just stay well until then. Okay, goodbye.